Alexis, you mentioned stability, instability. It's been nearly 10 years since the city of Seattle declared homelessness a crisis. From A to F, what grade would you give the city council when it comes to how it's addressed the issue? And please explain your grade.
You know, because we have seen so many of our folks, hundreds of our community members die outside, it's hard not to say F, just for the simple fact of that. We continue to see so many of our community members die outside, folks who are actively continuing to be outside, living in tents, living in vehicles. I can commend and appreciate the steps that council and previous councils have taken to try and address the issue, but it hasn't been enough. And we need to get very, very real about the fact that lives are in the balance and investments need to be made into the housing crisis and all the supportive services to really make sure we're getting to the heart of this.
So not an F, but what grade would you assess it? I mean, is it a passing grade? Is it?
No, it's a D.
Okay. All right.
Could you repeat the question? Oh, could you repeat the question?
Yes. From an A to an F, what grade would you give the city council when it comes to handling the issue of homelessness?
I think we're failing when it comes to the issue of homelessness. I mean, my opponent here wrote the 5-year plan for the King County Regional Homeless Authority, a plan that would have costed the city $12 billion. And we could all agree that this organization has not produced any meaningful result. Our point-in-time homeless count is the highest ever. Our city puts in about $130 million to the King County Regional Homeless Authority. And I believe we need a regional approach, but we need to reform and change it and work on the implementation. And so basically, I think that's one of the biggest differences in terms of experience is, you know, my opponent was part of a failed organization. And I have on-the-ground experience providing aid to our in-house neighbors. And so the big question is, who would you want running the city?
So how should the city, Alexis, yes, go ahead.
If the council member had read the plan, she would know that the plan doesn't cost $12 billion. In fact, we put together a problem statement because homelessness is a housing issue. And so in order to fully address it, we need to be building the housing that our community desperately needs. And that is why there's a $12 billion figure in there, because developing housing, especially in this city, is tremendously expensive. Everything within the 5-year plan can be done within the existing budget.